Which ordered pair is a solution to this system of equations? Okay, so they've given us 17 and 12, and all we have to do is figure out whether the signs are going to be positive or negative. So if we wanted to, we could plug in the values that have already been given to us. But we're going to go ahead and pretend like we don't even have these values here, and we're going to solve it just for real. So when I look at this system, I don't see anything that looks like it's going to be easily solved for one variable or the other. So it looks like we're probably going to have to use elimination here. And I'm looking at the first equation, and I see a 7 and a 5 and a 59. It doesn't look like that's going to be easily scaled up or down to match the second equation. But I'm looking now at the 3, the 9, and the 159. And it looks like they might all be divisible by 3. And there's a little trick here for a number to figure out if it's divisible by 3. If you add up all of the digits and it's a multiple of 3, so 9 plus 5 plus 1, that's equal to 15. 15 is a multiple of 3, so 159 is a multiple of 3. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this equation and I'm going to divide it by 3. So if I divide this by 3, and this by 3, and this by 3, I'm going to get x here. I'm going to get 9 divided by 3, that's 3y. And now this one, 159 divided by 3, I'm going to break this up into 150 plus 9. So I'll divide 150 by 3 and the 9 by 3. So I know this is going to be 53. So there's 53. And now I've still got this 7x up here. Okay, so now, well, we have some choices. Now we could solve for x, so we could shift to a substitution method, or we could scale. And I think this one would probably be, well, let's continue using elimination. Let's multiply all of this whole equation. Since this one is a positive 7, let's multiply this by a negative 7. So we're going to have a negative 7x. We'll do this one. Let's do this one in purple. Negative 7x, negative 7 times negative 3 is a positive 21y. And then I'm going to have, negative 7 times 53. All right, so let's go to 7 times 53, and it's going to be negative, so negative 371. Negative 371. All right, so now we've got our first equation that we had up there, the 7x plus 5y equals 59. And let's see if we can use elimination now. So if I add these two equations together, I should get negative 7x plus 7x, so those should cancel. I'm going to have 21y plus 5y. That's going to give me 26y. And I'm going to have negative 371 plus 59. All right, so we'll do negative 371. Actually, you know what? I'm going to do this. Okay, so negative 371 plus 59 is the same thing as 59 plus negative 371, which is the same thing as 59 minus 371. So let's do that. 59 minus 371. So I get negative 312. So I'm going to have here a negative 312. And now we'll need to divide by 26. Here, divide by 26. So those will cancel. And now we'll see what our y value should be. We should get a y value of whatever 312 divided by 26 is. So let's get 312 divided by 26, and there's a 12. And this one was a negative, so this is going to be a negative 12. So if I check my answer choices over here, I can immediately get rid of the positive 12s. So now I know it's going to be either A or C. Once we've already solved for y, we should just plug it back in and figure out what the other one's going to be. So I'm going to pick the, I'll pick the first equation, I guess. We'll do 7x and plus 5, and instead of y, let's put negative 12. Let's put negative 12 there. And then this is going to be equal to 59. So we'll get 7x, and then 5 times negative 12, that's negative 60. So we're going to have plus a negative 60, that's the same thing as minus 60, equals 59. We can add 60 to both sides. So let's add 60. These will cancel, and we'll have 7x on the left side, and then 60 plus 59. So that's the same thing as 60 plus 60 minus 1, so it's going to be 119. But just for fun, we'll use the calculator just to double check. 60 plus 59, so we get 119. So I get 119 here. And now we need to divide by 7 to make sure that we get rid of that. So now we need 119 divided by 7. So let's get 119 divided by 7, and we'll get our 17. And this is going to be a positive 17. So it's going to be x, so we can get rid of this. X equals a positive 17. That means I can eliminate our negative answer right there, which means our final answer should be C.